Yeah, how are you guys? Welcome to this night Forex overnight. Um, just a post CPI analysis. Want to see what the market did and perhaps be able to close off the day in a very nice way. So I don't want to keep you that long in this video. Um, just want us to start almost immediately so that we are able to take the shortest time possible. Yeah. So I don't want to keep you in this video. I want us to be very brief and to the point. But hoping you're going to close the day here with you guys. A few minutes to the end of the day. So we're going to close the day together. All right. So let's get into the chart, as you can see, and be able to talk about one, two, three things from the chart. I'm going to reduce this a little bit more. So let's see what the chart has for us. Let's see what the chart has for us. We'll see if we might be able to get something. Uh, all right. So think my knee is lagging a bit. So just allow me remove the camera. Today I wanted you to see me, but the knee is lagging. So just allow me remove the camera. I think it's lagging. I don't want to keep on lagging. All right. So straight into the chart. As you can see, this is Australian dollar. Ahead of time, we say that we're looking forward to get to this Nini, but we're going to do it top-down analysis with you people, with you guys, and perhaps be able to see what we're expecting over time in this market. Let me make sure my journaling okay. When you're trading the market, you have also to make sure that your everything is set, including your journaling space. Want to make sure our thing is so much set and we are ready for this. Notion has the way of disturbing me a bit. I don't know. I keep on experiencing some hitches on Notion here and there. I don't know if it's my phone or it's the Apologies for these technical hitches. My apologies. Now for these pairs, the GBP USD, I keep on clicking on this alert to confirm whether I'm okay. Yeah, see me keep on looking. So on these pairs, let's start with just a post analysis on this one. On this one, we were really expecting the price to react from the order block or the extreme end of the order block. Already, as you can be able to see, price has already dipped into the order block, and we have our buy position thereabout. Onto this, clearly, if you watch the video even just before the CPI, I explained my reasoning why I really wanted price to come down to this level before taking buys. And as you're going to see in a few, price has really done that. This one again, clearly, just look how I said price going to come. Tap here and drop here is a trade that I have missed. I feel bad, but what it is, it has tapped there. So this one price are actually in our point of interest, and we are so much willing to get a 6% return on these two. So on GUSD, I'll be interchangeably taking positions, but I normally say it because of their correlation, I just take on position. So I'm looking to get at least 6% from these two and a 3% here. Now this one has been so much tricky as if especially after the news. Price broke this zone, it came to broke even the zone here, take out this low as a liquidity, now it's playing somewhere here. So in the long run we might see price dropping, but again more of a structure break. I might not live to, I did not analyze this. UJ, I would think I was with the UJ. I was expecting price to react from this zone here, and even the lower time frame we had our entry criteria because there was price was at the higher time frame point of interest because um rejection block. Then we had a reversal in form of I saw an accumulation, a manipulation. I was expecting a very big distribution. Then it was giving me a sensible RR, but you know what price did. This is a trade that we lost it. Although I tried to mitigate the loss after realizing the CPI, so I mitigated the loss. Instead of losing 1%, I lost close to just a half of it. Right, I mitigated the loss. Then when we come to these cards, um, I think you don't have analysis on this one. So this is what I want us to start from, to build something from these cards and see if you can get something. Now, you all know us, our top-down analysis, how we normally do it. You know our top-down analysis, how we always normally do it. How we always normally do our top-down analysis. We go to the daily time frame. Of course, the day is coming to an end, and we know what has happened today. But just to be able to see if there's something we can be able to see and take home from this pair. You can see over the last 2 days of the week, or just probably this week, price has been really pushing down. It a push down, and I'd like to see how price has been reacting to different zones. So if you see here, clearly can see um, price perhaps reacts of which zone. No, in a daily, I don't see anything. I don't see anything sensible. Price has just been going down here. Yeah, I don't lie. There, I don't see anything. Then in the forward time frame, um, I think in the recent past we had price breaking structure to the upside. This is what I'm just looking at. Price broke structure to the upside. As already you can see, price did that. And anytime there's a break of structure, we expect a retracement, and price is beautifully retracing, as you can see. Attempted to do our W pattern, and there was our good entry for a sell. If you had sell this pair, I think I don't know how we missed it. This happened today. Going a very good entry there, and then price pushed down, and now it's like price finding support. Of course, I expect that, keeping in mind that if I look at my left, I'm seeing a recent resistance, a recent strong resistance zone. And as you always know, where this is a strong area of interest because it was once a resistance zone and can easily act as a support. Two, all the liquidity below the price has been collected. There's this fair value gap here, which clearly can see has been filled because price tapped to the fair value gap. So price can potentially reverse from this particular point. So let me just mark the beginning of the fair value gap, which is about here. So price can potentially reverse from this particular point, and we look forward to target this high. So this high here, just above here, becomes our first target. Becomes our first target. Next thing is to check the number of pips. You all know how I do this. More than 45 pips. It means this is a trade we can be interested in once all our entry criteria or our entry techniques have been met. All right. So right now we anticipate price push up. We keep on pushing up to the zone. All right. So that's our target. But now I'm going to put this. Let me copy paste this. Coming here to Audi card. Higher time frame. Then I'm going to paste it there. We're going to analysis time frame. Higher time frame, I just going to mark my zones. So my last time frame can be either 1 hour or 30 minutes. So in that case, 1 hour, that means both of them. I think this was like it was more or less news projected price. So just look at the 1 hour and try to see if anything can guide us to enter this market. So what do we perhaps see here? There is no liquidity sweep. That's one thing. But the last bearish candle, it's this one, and it's closing here. sorry, it's opening there. This is the opening price. So I'd like to see price closing above this. All right, this bearish engulfing, as it's still engulfing 1 2 3 4, whatever played in 4 hours. When you go to the 4 time frame, this just this one candle here is covering all this one just once. So I want to see at least price closing above it, so that in the 4 hour time frame would reflect I think it's almost closing, but I want us to see price getting. Now remember, you see this is that there was news. This is just news. I think the CPI. You know what I think? There has been CPI this evening, and you can see this particular move. You might really wait. You might really not see at you're waiting to see a market structure shift. No, you might not clearly see it because of this impulsive moves. You see these moves, even if you go to 5 minutes, you're still seeing the moves. Are you together? You can clearly see the impulsiveness of the price. It's not that clear, so that's why uh yeah, that's why I'm using this level here. You can see it's going to be a very clean break of structure above. Price try to collect liquidity here, right? So that's why I'm using that level as my entry confirmation here. So to cut the long story short, once we close above this zone, once price comes to close above this zone, we can potentially take some buys. That's when we take our buys from there. We can take our buys around there. We can keep our stop loss tight. Then you can be looking to take our profit. That would be fine for us. Can collect our first profit there. All right. So we're looking forward for the price to close above this zone. It's over here. Are we together? Now, this one being an Asian pair, it means we might be able to see significant moves during the Asian session. We'll be able to see significant moves during the Asian session. So we keep our fingers crossed as we wait for that particular move to happen. Right? As you can see, there is nothing that can easily that really trying to push the price to continue coming down. So price can just potentially react to correct at least this imbalance. And even personally, to be so much, if you want to be safe, can start collecting your partials from here. You don't want the whole of this one. Collect partials around this zone here. All right. So if you, I'm going to look at this and see if perhaps you can have although I don't like to trade when the market is just about to close and open because of some slippage and what have you. But immediately the market closes above this zone, there should be a candle close. Then you're looking to buy this pair. So there should be at least a 15 minutes candle close above the zone. So it means not just coming to tap the zone and come to close below. It comes into this zone and closes above. So our trade should be maybe just about here. Yeah, it should be about there. So if you can get that particular model, then it will be very good for us to be able to take that. It will have placed the load to take that trade. Are we together? So that's why we are taking the trade. And of course, I'm saying a safe, at least at this particular point, make sure to collect your partials. Why? Because price might easily react from this big supply zone that has been created there. But overall, a recap, price has been pushing up, as already you can be able to see, pushing up. And after this break of structure in the 4-hour time frame, let me mark it for you. After the break of structure, we expect price to retrace a little bit. And even looking at the Nini, you can see it's almost to the OTE. It's below the 50% fib, so it's on the discount zone, right? So because I'm used to marking this so that you can understand, this is my swing low, this is my swing high, and this is our trading range. From the swing low to the swing high, is our trading range. And the price has retraced below this one, and now we are hoping for the price to inducement here has been blah blah blah. So we're waiting for the price to correct to the zone, and our entry confirmation for this one, it is a candle close in this particular range, right? So now it's just only 1 hour to the Nini, so perhaps might have to get another candle, maybe wait for another hour, be able to get a clear confirmation on that. All right, take note of these signals that I'm giving you. You all know how we've been so successful with this one. So I'm going to the card. So GBP we say this one has already been analyzed, and we're expecting to get a very good reaction here so that we can continue buying. All right, so we go to GBP card. So GBP card, you can easily tell that for some time now, this guy has been an uptrend. For some time now, he has been a very clean uptrend. All right, he has never been countered but by this break of structure here. Price reacting to the lows here, and now price giving us a very good something here. Let's see, what is it? I think it broke the zone. Does this make sense? No, does not make sense so far. What else makes sense? If I do like that, or the trend line idea does not make sense. So let's just follow the price with this demand zone here that price is trying to react from, creating a very important zone over here. And finally, price is approaching the zone again. I can clearly see price tried to break this zone but failed. There's a failed whatever. This is a daily time frame, so it means this demand zone price might really want to come and react from this demand zone here, because it failed to create a new high. Are you seeing that? Price came down this demand zone and now push here, push again, now pushed up, but now failed to create a new high over here. And now price has come down yet again, perhaps this time down to tap to the demand again, and we're also willing to go and maybe create a new high. Right, so looking for the price perhaps to push deep into the demand zone. Let me look at its consequent encroachment. You know, consequent encroachment, the 50% part of it. uh, uh, so its consequent encroachment is here. This is its CE. Its CE. CE is the 50%. ICT calls it consequent encroachment, like that. So how many pips? There's a lot of distance to the consequent encroachment. Okay, okay, all right, let's see. So that is in the long run, but in the short run, um, trade what we have to trade in the short run with this break of structure to the downside. And of course, when the price breaks it, we have a change of character. Market is now pushing upside. Market pushed, but we were short of words. Market came. Um, Now, I think from here, this according to this market, this is the low is over here, and we've not seen any high until here. So it means this one becomes our protected low. What am I seeing over here? Becomes a protected low, and the whole of this one is an order block to expect the market to react from. And let's just say this low is our protected low, this low here. Let's just call this low a protected low. Okay, I don't know what this is, but let me use this simple line here to just mark it. Let me mark this out, a protected low. So if price wants to do anything, if we see price breaking below this low, then in the meantime, in this time frame, we might have to change our view. See price breaking structure to the downside. It's a lot of liquidity that has been left over here. Yeah, with this abrupt downside movement. So when we see price, one maybe perhaps want to see price reacting from this zone here in the forward time frame, seeing a reaction, perhaps a small reaction or any get, if you can get an any, you can try to see if price can be able to act in either of the zones. When above, price can easily try to do that before even going down further, right? So this one I think is having a lot of things to watch and see before making a decision. But one of the area I'll be targeting is about here, because because of that supply. So don't supply that order block which has not been fair value gap, actually this one, which has not been tapped. Just draw it. We have a fair value gap over here. Have a fair value gap over here. So does it give us what we want? Good, it gives us exactly what we want. So if you can get a reversal, then you can be able to buy, targeting the fair value gap, before maybe trying to see what price wants to do, if it's willing to come to the daily order flow or not. Are we together now? So here right now I'm just expecting a bit of reaction from the zone. Okay, let me put it up to this because the other one is a manipulation. So I'm expecting price to just react off this zone. Let me write here fair value gap. Like that. So that is what I'm looking forward to see in this price action. I don't deal with the daily one. That's great. Yeah. Then there's a reaction that I think it did not happen. You can see clearly. It's also a very good area that I'm interested in because I'm seeing this multiple rejection here. We just put something here. Multiple rejection on this area. Another rejection over the area. It was a resistance. It has turned to be a support. And in my favorite model, I don't know if I've talked about this model time and time again. Anytime you're having a price doing something like what you are seeing here, this one less than this one, double top. I normally like price to come really, if it wants to come, complete the pattern by tapping the neckline of the nini. So price might be there to give me that. So let we see if we buy from here. If it breaks again, we use this one as an IF inverse fair value gap and also get this entry. This is what I'm looking forward to see the price doing. We don't correct the price, but this is what I'm looking forward to see price. If price can be able to give us that, then we are good. So first entry you can target from here to here. The second entry you can target from here to here. All these we are targeting reversals. So it's going to be a very risky entry because we are simply depending on a reversal. And they say friend should be the trend should be your friend. But now at times you have to make sense of the trend. It will take time perhaps for the trend to play out. So, and some of us are just intraday traders. If you don't trade, of course, you don't force trades though, but we have just look away of trading. So let's look at a slightly lower time frame. I call it the analysis time frame. 1 hour, is it clear? Allow me take it at the 30 minutes starting time frame. So price has been coming very good, nicely been dropping down. There's a breakout structure over here to the downside, unmitigated supply. There's now a breakout structure to the downside here, plus of course unmitigated supply. Yes, right here, breakout structure, and now price wants to give us what? They were pushed down to this level here. So if you can be able to, in any case, you can come and close above the neckline here, then we can be able to go and target the zone. All right, that's the first entry confirmation. So if we're going to break the neck, which is about here, and close above that whatever, then we are good. We are good to make an informed decision on that, and assume this one has more of just a liquidity because there's no candle break closing below the zone. So we can form our idea based on that. All right. Now this one, if you get an entry here, we want to target at least this zone here. From this zone the good target, right? So if we're going to enter here, if we enter here, our first target is just about here, right? So that's where we're going to enter. So maybe I can just give, let me just give a whole thing, because this is what we're going to expect it coming all the way to over here, over there, and our stop loss just be a few pips below that. So this is a model that perhaps we are waiting to see happening. If price closes above that zone, that's what we want to see in the long run. See markets trying to react from that particular zone, then perhaps would enter for a very smooth buy. All right. Now, why am I not waiting for market structure change here? Is because if you look at a very lower time frame, this would act. Let me see. This is 5 minutes. So looking at the 5 minutes time frame, I'm seeing a pattern. Market comes, goes to this level here, comes here, collects the something like inducement here. Now markets wants to come. So I'm looking at scenario where market comes back to close above this particular zone here. Market can easily find support to continue. So I hope you understand that. Why am I looking at that particular zone in particular, right? Now I don't know why the other one I forgot. I don't put this one when I've not entered the trade, because I don't want to say that I'm so much aligned in one direction, but I'm looking at different dimensions, because market can see. Market can decide, you can see the daily time frame, you are very bearish. We are, yes, we are very bearish. You see, the daily time frame, we are very much bearish. Let me lift it up a little bit like that. Yeah, to the end of that. So there's a rejection block just below it. You see this rejection block. So this was what's giving us a kifua kidogo ya kuingia kwa buy. This rejection block over here. Hii tunatupea kiburi kidogo ya kuingia kwa ya kutaka kubuy. Get it? Right? So we are actually we are reacting off a rejection block in the daily time frame. So chances are high we might be able to see a small reaction, but not be a very big one. We might see a small reaction to this. Even I see this one, this area here is a daily fair value gap. This area that I've marked, a daily fair value gap. All right. So we might be able to see a rejection happening here towards us. So you get out the point. From the daily perspective, you're coming from a rejection block, and we want to see a price reacting a bit from it. So usiulize where the trade idea coming from. That's where the trade idea is coming from. So no problem, we might be able to push a little bit. Don't worry, we might be able to push a little bit down. We still have a space for going down before the market turning. The market has already, oh, it's past 12, huh? Like the market has really opened very fast. Of course, market has to open with pressure, and we also are looking forward to call sweep this liquidity. If we see that liquidity sweep, we'll be very happy to make our trade idea. So like this. We'll use this one as our interesting time frame that we're interested in. So when we get this one, this is our target to enter the market and buy to this zone. Adui aliyumba anisiage siage. So guys, I think GBP card we are having a target of selling. AUD card we are having a target of selling. NSD card is already analyzed, guys. Sorry for that. This one is already analyzed. Iko tayari analyzed as I showed you. Oh, it was NSD USD, sorry. I'd relax knowing that everything is fine. This USD, whatever, they're going to drop like nonsense. I have warned you. AUD yeah, look at this wonderful pattern over here. Actually, if you are a risk taker, you can enter the market already. You can enter the market already, by the way, because once we hit here, we'll be able to keep on pushing up. We are targeting this zone. Hii mliona venye kulienda. This one has been we are selling from here Market pushed down here, and now we are aiming to go back there. So here, when someone enters for a buy, so if you are conservative on this entry, if you're so much conservative on this entry, you can wait to see price tapping this. Then this one will act because it was an can really try to support the price to come down, get your confirmation, and enter. So that's what you're waiting to see. You don't want just to gamble and enter because people are entering the market, but you're waiting for that particular pattern. So it's a worth waiting trade. But we are hoping for a very good actually reaction from this trade, and our target, first target is here. We have also another target over here. Now you guys have served your purpose. Leave now. You guys leave the chart. You leave also. So let's get at least 4. So we'll wait to see how this one plays out. As I've said, we want to see that reaction closing into this here. Then you're going to be able to take some entries here and there, perhaps in the Asian session. When Asian opens, we have this one to dine with. All right. So I feel going into the night, we might be having a lot more opportunity as we wake up. At having some more opportunities. This one I'm not sure what it wants to do, but again, uh, there might be a sweep somewhere. This one, of course, those who follow me, they knew what I said. Uh, it has closed very slow. You might also expecting some reversal because, yeah, from where it is, expecting to see some buys. So tomorrow we are in, I think from Asian session. Asian session just opens about 3. Guys, be on a watch on a lookout. Let's see how this one open. It opens with a gap, yeah. Oh, this one left a gap. Dangerous. Careful. I see this one opened with is opening with a gap. There's a gap here. So yeah, don't be fooled. Don't be easy. Gaps there. No, this one did it perfectly. Right. Now these JPYs are squat. They try to be schemy in a way. But we'll keep on watching them. This one try to be very skippy today because of the news. So cut JPY and with JPY because of the CPI, they really try to measure our temperatures today. But NSD JPY, it's just there. It's like, oh, you guys, what are you talking about? Me, I'm just there, right? So yeah, AUD dollar is just there. This one here says, bro, wait a minute. I'm planning myself. So guys, that is it for this afternoon or Saturday afternoon. For this night clinic. Um it's a new day. It's 12:20 right now. So it's a new day. Um we hope for new opportunities for this day. I've not had a substantive trade from Monday. Monday I don't trade. Today the trades I was in, I was forced to cut it short because of the NFP. Why do I keep calling it NFP? It's the CPI. Because of the CPI. So I cut the shorts, the trade short. Um, yeah. So we hope that tomorrow. Let me see something. Let me show you something. Let's try to see what's happening. Um, Tomorrow being a Wednesday. Firstly, we hope calendar is clean. Let's look at the calendar first. That's the first and foremost. So Tuesday we have CPI for Canadian and it really rose up. Also for USD core rose. So tomorrow, DBP they have CPI again. Oh my God, where shall we hide? Again, there's a cop. I think this one are not so much. Does not affect too much. So I think tomorrow not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. Then something else. Go to my FX book. That's my FX book. Don't need the widgets. No, I have to go to this market or yeah market. So the actually so in my FX book you're able to get things like the what are important, the COT data. You can see, for example, Canadian dollar. So in the USD card, well, this is a market that I don't trade, but if you are using that one sentimental analysis, it can be something I'm able to take. So me really wanted just to look at the correlation. So AUD card, want to see how is AUD card correlated to GBP card. That 9%, I think that is not something to positively, yeah? That's not something interesting. So can look at just trying to look for a pair that they are more than 90. So AUD card, no. No, I don't know which this somewhere I was DJPY goes hand in hand, 82% with AUDJPY. So if they're not with card, they are still far apart. They're still. I don't know. I don't know where I was. There's something I was able to get. Okay. There's something I was actually. uh, okay, higher than 80%. Mm. UJ, the forward time frame is 97% at JPY. Mm-hmm. 96. Huh, strange. JBP card and JBP. Okay. All right, guys, that's it. I'm closing this video at this particular point. May you have a great, may you have a good night. Those of us we're meeting at 3, we have only 2 hours 30 minutes to sleep. See you at 3. May God bless you.